Yeah, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to be backtesting DXY and then as well as EU. So for those that are interested in knowing how I trade and my strategy and all of that, then you can stick around, and we can backtest together. Looking at the DXY first, the first thing that we need to look at is we need to know the trend, right? We need to know the trend. Where is this market going, right? So I need to understand where is this market going so that I can be able then to know which high probability trades I'm going to be taking. I need to look at where is the market going, right? What is market structure telling me? Are we going up? Are we going down? Are we going sideways, right? Once I identify that, then I am going to start looking at the swing highs, which if are we at the lows, are we at the highs, or are we at the lows, just to understand what to expect from the market. Once I understand that, and then obviously I would then go to lower time frame to then start reading the momentum of the market, pushing up to the upside with too much volatility. Are we rejecting next to the zone? Are we losing momentum next to the zone? You know, is the spikes in between, so that's what I'm looking at. What is the behavior of the market at that stage, right? I know where the market's going, right? Because I saw the structure that is telling me that the market is going up, for example, right? Then secondly, I then look at where are we currently at on the market? Are we at the highs? Are we at the lows? Once I confirm that, then I know that if I'm at the highs, obviously I will need to wait for the market to pull back, right? If I'm at the lows, obviously I will start looking, are we far from the zone? Are we close from to the zone? So that I can be able to understand if I do catch an opportunity here and look at the signs and the type of momentum I can expect, right? Which obviously when it comes to momentum, that's when I start reading, the candlestick language. What are the candlestick telling me? Is it too much volume? Once I'm done gathering this information, what I need to also look at now, since I'm going to be trading EU, which session am I going to be good, and I'm going to be trading this pair, right? So EU consists of London and New York session, right? So that means with EU, I can find an opportunity to trade during London, and I can find an opportunity to trade during New York, right? I'll just put an end there for New York. So this means as a day trader, and then the way I trade with my trading style, I can have I can start looking for trades, let's say during London in the morning, going into New York in the afternoon, South African time. So this for me allows me to, even though I miss an entry during London, maybe during New York, there might be another opportunity that can present itself for me to enter. So at least, it give me the flexibility that I'm looking for, because I'm also working a 9 to 5. So sometimes in the morning, I do have enough time to look at the market, and sometimes during lunch I can also look at the market. So if I do analyze in the morning, then all I do is I just set my alerts and wait for the market to add to the zones. So EU is going to be the right pair for me to trade. And now that I understand, I'm going to be trading London in New York. So the next thing I need to understand is the average movement of this pair, right? The average movement of this pair in a day. How many pips does this pair give me in a day on average, right? So with gold, we know that we can expect around 70 to 100 pips, right? But with the volatility that we have now, that might have went up a little bit. So we can expect an average between 70 and 70 and 200 pips, or even more than 100 pips on gold a day, right? We can average to get that move a day. The market can move at least about 70 to 100 pips. I think now it can be 100 to 200, right? Based on the volatility that gold is on, right? So with EU, I need to come and understand that, right? So I've been looking at EU for quite some time, right? I've been looking at EU for quite some time now. So I know that EU, roughly, let's say on average, I can say it moves 25/26 pips. Let's stick to 26 pips, and then on a highest, on average, I can say this is the minimum average, and then the highest average we can go to like 30 to 35. No, 30 to 35, yes, 30 to 35 pips a day, right? So if I am trading EU and then I do catch a move during London, that can give me a minimum of 25 pips or 20 pips a trade. That, I mean, that's a win for the day, right? That's the win for the day, and I'm out. So that's the something that now I'm planning to work towards, right? So with this information, now this allows me to have a better trading plan, you know, train my brain as to when we see 20 pips, we out. Understand? When we see 20 pips, we out. And obviously there are gonna be trades that might be giving me 25, sometimes 15 pips, you know, and it's not going to be always like a 20 pip day, but but then if on average I can get 20 pips, so let's say in 1 week though, right? Because the plan is to trade less and less and less. If I say I'm trading 3 times a day, sorry, a week, and then I do get like a 20 pip move during the week, right? I mean, if that can hit TP, I can be done for the week. Understand? So based on also the risk management and the account size one will be trading, right? So with this information, at least now, I know when I go to EU next year, you know, what I'm expecting, understanding what news will push this market, you know, what pushes this market and how it moves basically, you know, you get all that information by just doing your back testing. So now with this information that I have now in front of me, I'm going to stop talking a lot. I am going to use this as my trading plan, and this is going to be my trading plan for 2026. This is going to be my trading plan for 2026. So now let's delete this and then get into